Hello everyone, I am Wazzup, or cool, I don't, anything. Anything you want to call me, just that blue rabbit, it's anything. So, this video I'm expecting to get a lot of hate. I kind of don't really care though, I'm just making this to give my honest opinion, maybe to help some others understand, or give some people a different point of view. Today I want to talk about greening. Now, some people don't know this, so greening is the act of having your toon or another's go green, or die basically. Once your life points hit 0, go green, and you die. You lose all of your gags, including your level 7s. And it doesn't reset any of these, so you'll have to go into battle if you have 0 to go to get your next thing back, which can be a pain, but honestly, dying isn't... I feel like dying in this game isn't as bad as it could be. Like if you die in a boss fight and you lose suit parts like you used to. But, yeah, I don't think it's that bad. So, why would somebody do this? I'm gonna get into that very soon, but greening is most common in the Cellbot factory, my bad. It actually does happen a lot there, but it happens mainly in the Cellbot HQ, and the reason for that is because some elitist toons, I do consider myself slightly elitist, well, I am pretty elitist. I prefer to have toons around 80 to 136 laugh, and I expect for the cell you should, 2 or 3 max gags is totally fine. It's not a very hard boss at all. So yeah, it's most common in cell. Cash, it can happen in the CFO, and I guess the mins too. It could happen anywhere, but it's most likely here. Or if you're in a building and, miraculously you or another toon are training and somebody else hops in, they might green you because they're not going to get as many points with you in the building, just like that. So, the topic of shopping where you leave if the card is good, some people consider this greening because the group isn't prepared. Honestly, I don't think that's greening per se, because if you belong here, you have good enough gags, it doesn't matter how many people leave, as long as it's like above 4 people in there, you'll be totally fine. So, things you can do. Oh, I didn't bring this up, but pink slip shopping or leaving if it's not a good enough reward in the CEO, that's not really greening, it's just frustrating. If it happens to you, you're better off leaving and restarting, unless you really want the reward. But honestly, fighting 40 max cheeses is not a very fun thing to do if they leave, especially if they leave right as it happens. And feeding them, you probably won't get as many as you would with a full group, so yeah, you're better off leaving. Now, the most common form, well, not the most common form, I'm not sure if this is possible on Toontown Rewritten, but I have definitely seen it on Infinite and Toontown Online, and somebody tried to do it. I won't name that person, but sort of just made up months after, is trapping. And you can do this by, when you have a toon in here, you can click invite, hop in, and I don't really remember the glitch, but basically they're stuck in there to die. Now, the easiest way to prevent this is right-clicking, opening Task Manager, right-clicking Toontown, and clicking End Task. That's the easiest way. It's simple, it's quick, you won't lose any of your gags, and that's called drop hacking, or no, that's not, my bad, that's just straight up leaving, my bad. That's drop hacking is something different. But yeah, So, to green people, you normally just bring like bike horns. Any sound really can be useful. But yeah, just it's not too hard, but sometimes it can be. So I'm gonna list some pros and cons to this. Now, the cons are obviously somebody's dying. This is a con for them because they're losing all their laughing gags and going through a major convenience. If you're ever getting green, just straight up leave. You don't. It's not worth fueling them. If you're just there fighting against them or, you know, dealing with them, just leave. If they're really bothering you, just leave because there's nothing you can do about it. Normally, they're not a problem. But if they become a problem and you're about to die, you're better off leaving than having to train your gags to get them back. That's just my opinion on it. So another con is it takes a long time to green. Now, I only green, well, no. I don't green on Toontown Rewritten. I honestly don't want to risk losing my toon just because somebody is bothering me. Now, I used to green on Toontown Online. Now, I'm probably going to get some hate for this, but I did do quite some greening on Toontown Online because of trainers. I dislike trainers. A trainer is somebody who is trying to max gag and continuously uses it regardless of the effect on the team. Or if they have max gags, they're trying to get their level 7 back by hitting 0, or, you know, back to 500 to go. Now, this really bothers me, that people will go out of their way to make it convenient for you so they can get a level 7 back that they're probably just going to waste anyways. I don't know. That makes me mad. And when people see, gosh, I don't even know where to start with this. So for gag trainers, if you're training your gag in the VP, that really bothers me because if you train your gags in buildings, you can max your gag in less than a day if you're playing for a long time. It's really not that bad. I've maxed my main toons gags and my second toons gags, and I'm not even tired. I'm going on my third toon maxing his gags, and in my personal opinion, it's better to just train in buildings. It is actually proven you can get significantly more points in a building than you would training in the VP or any other boss, especially the CEO. I've seen CEO trainers, and that crosses the line for me. I'm just gonna leave. But yeah, that's the reason why Max Hollywoods don't like the majority of lower toons. I said the majority because there are definitely some good gold collars, even if they're not 100 laugh. I mean, I've seen some 50 laugh gold collars that are exceptionally, you know, they're playing very well, and they play better than some of these Hollywoods, which is weird to hear that from me, but yeah, I don't know. So that's one of the reasons why I never really invite lower toons, is because my general idea on them is, you know, if you're probably just going to be another one of those gag training horrible strategy toons, and I'd rather just get in and get out with my reward. VPs for fun without rewards. Anyways, I'm really straying off topic. Pretty much, those are the prime targets for greeners. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to get banned. but yeah, so a good question is, why is greening so controversial? And the reason why is because it makes a lot of people mad on both sides of the spectrum, the trainers and just the regular people that do it. Yeah, if you're training in a boss fight, you're like 3 times, you're exponentially higher to get greened. But I rarely see greening anyways. But but some people just do greening for fun. It is very fun to green, but you know, sometimes it's more fun than even doing endless back nines. But another point I want to make is it's people or greeners that hate gag trainers. I'd say it's justified. If I had the choice of banning them or not banning them, I would honestly totally not ban them because they're just teaching them a lesson they need to learn. And some people can only learn the hard way. That's a tough fact about life, is some people need to learn the hard way, some people are really stubborn. Yeah, I think greening is justified in certain cases, but generally I will not support a greener if it's doing it, or if he or she is doing it indiscriminately. I'll just leave. I don't have time for that. So that's my final stance. You know, I do not promote everyday greening, but if you're training, I honestly believe you deserve to go back to the playground with one life point, or with whatever amount, however much it gives you. So I'm sorry if you disagree with me. I'm expecting to get more dislikes than likes, even though I rarely get views anyways. But I'm not doing this for the views. I'm just doing this to, you know, have or let people have or keep. I want people to keep an open mind before they completely dislike something. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave comments if you support it. If not, you know, which kinds of greening, anything in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.